I have finally been able to say no to junk food. Stay tuned to the end. I have a few little tidbits that are oh so important to me that I think have helped me a lot. The first prerequisite when it comes to saying no to junk food is having the attention on yourself. I know this can be easily dismissed, but I cannot emphasize enough how much of a difference it's made in my food choices. The reason why I wasn't able to follow a diet before was because I did not have enough attention on myself. So please put more attention on yourself. We, especially us women, want to take care of everybody and be everything to everybody that we forget to put the attention on ourselves, and then that is where the diet starts falling off. Or for me, it's the diet. For other people, it may be other things, but the diet is the thing for me. I don't know how it works, but for some reason, when I start placing more attention on myself, I naturally just start eating things that are so much cleaner, and my diet just starts to fall in place. When you worry about yourself, you're subconsciously telling yourself, you are important. I am important. I'm worried about myself. I'm wondering how I'm doing. Am I tired? Am I sleepy? Do I need this? Do I need that? Have I gotten enough of this? When something's important, we take good care of it. And I think that's just an innate thing. And that's probably why I just start eating a lot better. A quick way that I have found to just kind of put the attention on myself, because I mean, you go through the day and you're like, oh, I've got to do this, and everything's kind of for everybody else, or worrying what other people think, or all of the things that has to do with everything outside of ourselves. And I have to snap myself back to putting attention on myself. Little silly things, like I'll just like look at my hands and just like acknowledge how my hand looks, my texture, my nails, how are my cuticles doing, just because it's easy to just look at your hand. Really going into your body and acknowledging and noticing how you feel in your body. Am I tired today? Am I bloated? How does my digestion feel? And I've remembered and realized the gym is the best place to do this. So it's kind of like a quick 2-for-1 is you go into the gym, and if you're doing weight training, let's say you're doing bicep curls, just really focus on the contraction in your bicep, trying to feel that. If you can't feel it there, do lunges, feel the burn in your thighs, and just really pay attention to that and think about how, wow, it's working my muscle, it's making my muscle stronger. The more you can kind of repeat that to yourself and hone your focus in on your own body, it just brings your attention back to yourself. Because it's like I know I have so much attention on all of these other things that it's so easy to kind of forget to pull attention back on myself. And that's just like a quick way to kind of get back to it. Getting yourself back to having momentum of attention on yourself. And it's going to take practice. It's going to take time and repetition, but just starting doing it, I just start feeling better and better, and naturally the diet starts getting better and better. One last quick way to bring attention back to yourself is looking at pictures of yourself, whether it be old pictures or new pictures. I kind of feel like old pictures help better because it's like in hindsight, and you can look back at the person you used to be and analyze yourself, and oh, she would do this and she would do that, and think about yourself now. Who do I want to be now? What kind of person am I now? What do I do in this situation? What do I want to do in that situation? And just like pour all of that attention on yourself, and the more you do it, the better it feels, and keep on going. And then you start to notice the diet just starting getting better. Okay, now that we've got that prerequisite taken care of, saying no to junk food. As human beings, we make our choices based on getting pleasure and avoiding pain. Junk food, pizza, french fries, chicken fingers, still so delicious. Those things I saw as an easy, quick way to get pleasure. They taste so good, the saltiness, the texture, all of the things. An easy way to get pleasure. Clean food was always like, blah, I have to eat it, I need to eat it, I'm supposed to eat it. It's kind of chicken, plain, and broccoli. Broccoli's good, but it's no french fry, you know? So how can we get over this? We need to do something to change our perspectives and see junk food as yuck, and then clean eating as amazing, the positive feelings, all the dopamine from eating clean foods. You could make yourself do push-ups or something every time you eat junk food. Like, okay, I can have this pizza, but I'm going to do 20 push-ups, or I'm going to do 100 jumping jacks, but you have to hold yourself accountable to it. We have to treat ourselves like children. It works on children, but our brain still works the same way. We have to punish the bad behavior and reward the good behavior. And then when you eat clean food, you could do an app. They have those habit trackers that you can use to kind of feel like a reward. Those aren't really doing it for me, so I prefer option B. I'll let myself eat junk food, but I acknowledge all of the negatives afterwards. Like, man, I feel so bloated. The next day I feel so bloated. I feel so heavy. I'm further from my goals, and it makes me feel bad about myself. I don't feel good about myself when I eat junk food because I know it's not taking care of my body. It's not taking care of myself. And that's another reason why attention on yourself, you guys, please put all of the attention on yourselves. Well, not all of it, because we do want to take care of the people that we love and all that stuff. But for most of us, we put so much on everybody else. We can afford to put all of the attention on us, and then we'll still put attention on other people and those people we love. But pour all that attention on yourself, because when we get that momentum going of putting attention on ourselves and love for ourselves, then we don't want to do the things like eat junk food, because we have that momentum of feeling good. It's like, oh, I don't want to feel bad about myself. I'm feeling so good. I mean, y'all, it's coming together. I really hope this is it. It feels good. But bringing that attention to yourself is just the best thing you can do for yourself, I think, because when it comes time for you to eat that junk food, you're going to be in such a momentum of feeling good about yourself that you're going to be like, oh, it's going to make me feel bad. I'm not going to do it. So that's my thing. It takes time and practice to start putting all of that attention on yourself. But once you get in the rhythm of it, then you'll find yourself being like, you know, I think I'm going to eat that salad, or I think I'm going to eat this like cleaner salmon and rice meal. You'll notice those things start happening. And then when I eat clean, like say I have a burger, but I have no bun, or I take the bun off the top, I think about, man, this puts me a little bit closer to my goals. I don't feel bloated. I feel good in my digestion. And really the satisfaction of I'm one step closer with every meal like that. I'm one step closer to reaching my goals. There was an interview with Mike Tyson, and they were asking him, how did you get to be so good? Something to that effect. And he said his coach trained him to love the things he hates. So learn to love the things you hate. So if you hate eating clean food, if you hate eating vegetables, how do you get yourself to love it? To me, it's about seeing the things we hate, the things we don't want to do. And this is a lot easier said than done. It takes practice to flex that discipline muscle and keep building it up. But with everything that we don't want to do, it's an opportunity to become better, whether it's diet or exercise or life, whatever. If it's something we don't want to do, if it's something we hate doing, if we overcome it, we become that much better. The more we don't want to do it, the better we become for overcoming it. Those little things are the big things. Those little things add up to become the big things. So if I can say no to the Fritos and the chili, then maybe I can say do it again on the next one, and then the next one, and the next one, and you know, it all adds up, and it all matters. So anyways, okay, my last little tidbits, 2 things that I wanted to share with you guys that have been helping me, or I think will help me a lot, is I'm going to change up my diet a little bit. So for the past 3-4 years, I've been working out in the mornings and working out without any food in my stomach, working out fasted. That used to work for me, and I just like it. It's just the easiest way for me to do my mornings. But unfortunately, waking up in the morning, having caffeine is really bad for your cortisol. So it's really hard on your body to wake up and have all that caffeine on empty stomach. And so I think that's killed my metabolism. And then also after that, I go work out with no food in my system. And just over time, I think it's really killed my metabolism, because over the past month, my diet has actually changed drastically. My volume, the kinds of foods I've been eating has changed a lot. I'm actually surprised. I feel a lot better. My stomach feels a lot better. I feel like I'm slimming down, but after a month, I feel like, or a little over a month, I feel like I should have back in the day, I would have leaned out a lot more than I am right now. So I'm going to change something because I want to go at a faster pace than this, and I'm eating fairly good. So now I'm going to have a piece of toast, something with bread in it, before I have my caffeine and before I go to the gym. I'm just going to do that for a little while and see how it goes. I'm still, outside of that, I still plan on just having one meal. So I'll have like toast or something, and then have one meal in the afternoon fast. But my 24-hour fast won't be full real 24-hour fast, because I'm going to have a little piece of toast in the morning before the gym. But I think it's worth it, because the last time I lost weight, I noticed I was eating and then being active, eating and then being active. I felt like it just made my metabolism just go really fast. It's teaching my body, oh, I'm going to get the nutrients I need to go do this workout, so I can let it all go. I can let the fat go. I can burn it off. I'm no scientist. I don't know how all that works, but I feel like that's where my body does the best, and where stuff just starts falling off. When I have carbs, go burn it off. Carbs, go burn it off. And not carbs, sit down and chill. Yeah, I'll see how that goes. I'll give it a month. Hopefully it'll make a difference. But after a month, I think I'll be able to tell if it's helping. And then the last thing I wanted to say on here, I just wanted to say to be utterly in love with your life. No matter where you are, just be utterly in love with your life right now. The most successful people love the process. They love the journey. Like Kobe Bryant, he wasn't about like, oh, I want to win this championship. He always talks about how he was in there in practice, learning like the little basics, all the little things, like people walking by. But he was in there like learning all the basics, all of the thing. Like, make sure you weren't like walking up here. But all of those things, so that he could just become a little bit better each day. I have to remind myself to not be so focused on the dream body, not be so focused on the weight loss, that I don't enjoy every single day of my life. And I look back and I'm like, whoa, I got the outcome, but I didn't enjoy that day. I didn't enjoy this day. Life is short, so it's not to get so deep on you guys, but I just felt like it was important, and I wanted to share it with y'all. But to not get so caught up in, oh, I'll be happy when, but to find joy in every single day, because life is short. I feel like we are meant to love every single day. I don't want to forget about that. Finding the reward in every day. Like, I want to grow my YouTube channel. So I'm not really focusing on what my total numbers are, but focusing on how can I make this video better than the last video? How can I make this video better than the last video? And on and on. It's about the little things, each daily things that I'm teaching myself to find the joy in. And that's what I think makes us have a happy life, is those little things. One of my goals is to be financially free. So instead of just being on the hamster wheel trying to reach a goal, what can I do today that will get me a little bit closer to being financially free, that will create space where I can become financially free? I want to lose weight. Instead of focusing on the dream body and when I get to this dream body and when I get to my goals and when my body looks a certain way, then XYZ, how can I love myself today? What joy can I find in myself today? How can I love myself right now? That goes to attention and love and care for myself. Validating myself, understanding myself. Am I tired? What do I need? Am I okay? Listening to my favorite song, praising myself, giving myself all those things now. Not wanting the dream body so that other people can give me these things, but give it to myself right now in this body that I have right now. Because I think that's really what we all want, is to feel those emotions. And it really is about the self-love piece of it, instead of getting the body so that everything outside of ourselves can give us the things we need, but giving it to ourselves and having it now in this body. No matter what, loving myself. Focus on giving ourselves those things within, no matter what body we're in. Yes, I still want to get in shape and have that dream body, but it's not about the goal, it's about the journey within. So anyways, Thank you guys so much for listening. It's Thanksgiving week, so I hope you guys are having a wonderful Thanksgiving. It'll probably be around Christmas time when you guys watch this. But thank you guys so much thank you all so much for watching, especially I know this was a long one. So I'll talk to you guys next time. Mwah!